At the start of this post-show, I did make mention, and I want to stress this again, that they have had a lot of injuries so far this season. So I'm thinking if that has any impact on their performances. I mean, looking at their bench today, returning from injury, and some of them making an appearance. Mason Mount, you expect him, he could be a big player. Tyrell Malacia, he's been out for about 18 months. Luke Shaw's another one. Kobe Mainu, he was on the bench today. And let's not forget someone like Lisandro Martinez, who's missed out altogether with a back injury. Once all those personnel and a few others are in place, do you reckon we'll see more of what Ruben Amorim wants, Bobby?
Still a lot of questions, to be honest. Going off today's game, I couldn't tell you exactly, other than the formation that we all know that he's going to stick to, what their principles are, how they want to defend, how they really want to attack. I still actually have no idea whatsoever. I don't know if you have any idea of what their principles are, what their defensive actions are, who are the triggers, where do they go and win the ball, what half of the pitch do they want to go and win it. So many more questions still to be asked. So listen, yes, of course they've been short on players, but yeah, obviously he's only had a couple of days.
I think when you go in as well, Bobby, there's lots to do at a new club. You talk about personnel, you talk about systems, you talk about even at the end of the corner in injury time. And I said to Bobby off air, I was saying, like, Muric has come out and just caught it easy. Like, have they got someone who's worked on the set plays? He's only been there a week. Some internationals come back for a day this week. It's going to take some time, Adam. We can't say after one game. Like, it has to take some time for his ideas, the way he wants to play. And you mentioned players coming back. I mean, Shaw was nice to see him back on the pitch today. Mason Mount, you mentioned. I was with Mason at Derby. He's a brilliant player without the ball and with the ball. Man United fans have not seen that and probably looking at TV, shouting at me, going, he hasn't got a clue what he's talking about. But I work with him on a daily basis, and even Amaron's mentioned in his press conference this week, I love Mason Mount as a player, but what he does without the ball, he works his socks off, and he has to get these players up to fitness. You didn't mention Harry Maguire as well. Has he got a place in this back three? Because he played that with England quite a few times. So there's so many questions yet to be answered.
Can I also ask, when it comes to the player's perspective, we talk about the manager coming in and players wanting to give that little bit extra, try to impress the new man in the dugout. But what are they actually thinking? Are they also trying to suss out the manager? You were at Newcastle for so many years. You would have seen managers coming and going.
Yeah.
What are the players thinking about the manager when they're trying to read him as well?
I don't know. I mean, that takes time as well, I think, to understand him. But he is a manager sought after, not just with Man United, but other clubs are looking. I think West Ham maybe probably looked at it. Looked at it in the summer. City. I mean, I know Hugo Viana well. He's going to City as a director of football. Ruben said he wanted to stay at Sporting to the end of the season. Man United thought we can't risk that because Viana's going there in the summer to City. Could he nab him if Pep wasn't to stay? Look, I do like him. I said before the game, I like his charisma. I like his way about him. I love to hear him after the game as well. What he's saying, he'd be disappointed, of course, not to win, but you can see a glint in his eye. He's got personality. You talk about some of the managers at Newcastle. Bobby Robson, his man management skills was as good as any manager I've worked under, and I feel this guy has got similar. Only the couple of weeks that we've seen him in action, of course. He's a guy that I think the players really want to play for.
What about yourself, Bobby? When a new manager comes in, are you watching to see if the new gaffer is making wholesale changes, just tweaking little things here and there? Well, he's trying to find out about you. You're also trying to find out about him.
On a personal level, listen, you're fighting for places. There's always somebody fighting for your position, and you're after that one or two spaces available. And it's a case of, listen, you're on a training ground. Yes, you have an expectation of a player that you've seen on TV or you've played up against in the past. But seeing somebody training day in, day out, there's your opportunity to show the manager what you're all about. Actually, you communicate a lot better when you're on the training pitch. There's so much more you know about a person when you're training and in your team. So that's an opportunity for you to really put yourself in a shop window, really show him that you want to play. Be that person that knocks on his door. Not look, I want to play, but what do you want to see from your strikers? What sort of, and try and put that into your build-up play. Try and put that into your training sessions to show him exactly what you're all about. It's an opportunity for you.
All right.